Hi, welcome back to my videos. This video I'm going to talk about lymphatic drainage. There's a lot of misunderstandings about what lymphatic drainage is, so hopefully I can clear up some of that confusion or some of your questions with this video. So to start, I offer two different types of lymphatic drainage. There's the Vater method of lymphatic drainage, and then there's Brazilian lymphatic drainage. So we'll start talking about the Vater method. The Vater method is the more traditional method. It's the more clinical method. Most of my clients that come for Vater method lymphatic drainage have chronic lymphedema. Also, the other big one is migraines, headaches, sinus issues, people who get sinus infections often, and people who get sick often. So those are like the main four why people come in for Vater method lymphatic drainage. I do get occasionally people who come in because it's very relaxing. It's just a nice, easy, very relaxing session. No one's poking and prodding at muscles, and you're not tensing up or anything like that. It's great. So and it does help with detoxing. So you know, if you just feel sluggish, if you feel tired, if you've been on medications for a week or two, whatever, or longer, and you're trying to flush your body from all of it, just lymphatic drainage is great for that. You will probably need more than just one session if you're coming in to help with detoxing. Usually 3 to 5 sessions is what you want to do, and you want to do them pretty close together. So you don't want to come in once a week for 5 weeks if you're trying to detox and trying to flush your system. You want to come in like once every other day, once every 2 days, whatever. So you want to keep them close. I would say if you're going to do 3 sessions, try to do them within a week, maybe a week and a half max. If you're going to do 5 sessions, I'd say try to do it within like 2 weeks. But if you're managing lymphedema, if you're coming in for chronic headaches, migraines, sinus issues, things like that, if you're just doing it to maintain, once a month is fine. So if you're booking a Vater method lymphatic drainage session, know that it is extremely light pressure, like extremely light. I'll show you kind of what it's literally just, I don't know if you can really see, it's literally just moving the skin. Your lymphatic vessels sit right beneath the skin. So if you're touching muscle and working muscle, you're going too deep. You're not, at that point, you're just doing a Swedish massage. You're not effectively doing lymphatic drainage. So if you're coming in and you're booking lymphatic drainage, but your neck hurts and your back hurts, or whatever it is, your sciatic is hurting, like, this is not that session. I don't know how else to put it. So many times people book Vater method lymphatic drainage, and when they get here, they're talking to me about their muscular pain. So this is not that kind of session. You could do lymphatic drainage after you fix that, but this is not going to address those issues. So just trying to make sure that I'm managing your expectations here as far as what you're getting into when you come in for lymphatic drainage. So again, Vater method, very light pressure, great for people who have lymphedema, sinus issues, headaches, migraines. If you just want to come in and detox because you've been on medications for a while, you're feeling sluggish, things like that, that's great. I wouldn't quite say to come in for Vater method if you have like digestive issues. Brazilian lymphatic would definitely work on that more. We'll get to Brazilian lymphatic in a second, but right now we're focusing on the Vater method. So don't come in for Vater method lymphatic drainage if you have digestive issues, because you're going to need deeper work. I do also incorporate Vater method lymphatic drainage in my post-op sessions with my clients, depending on where you are post-op. So post-op is tummy tucks, BBLs, lipo, breast implants, or breast augmentation at all, like breast reduction, hip replacements, knee replacements. it's not just plastic surgery, it's any kind of surgery. Post-op lymphatic drainage is great. If you're going in for surgery, it's best to come in before your surgery and do 5 sessions before your surgery. You want to do those 5 sessions in that week leading up to surgery, and you don't want to do it the day before surgery. So you want to stop 48 hours, at least 48 hours prior to going in for surgery. But that's going to help boost your recovery time. It's going to help with the bruising and just the inflammation and everything from the surgery. After the surgery, lymphatic drainage is also, especially if you're doing tummy tucks and BBL and lipo, things like that, it's pretty much a necessity. A lot of doctors are now, or surgeons are now, recommending it more than they had in the past, but still not everybody recommends it. It's going to help a lot with that swelling. It'll help your surgery to look better afterwards, because you're not going to have so much scarring. It helps reduce all of that. So if you're doing pre-op or post-op lymphatic drainage, it's great. The Vater method, again, I incorporate that a lot, especially if you're, fresh out of surgery. It's going to be more lighter Vater method type motions, but do not book a Vater method lymphatic drainage. You have to book a post-op lymphatic drainage. So there are different techniques sometimes needed. There's different education needed. So please make sure you're booking the post-op lymphatic drainage. If it's pre-op, book for the Vater method. That's totally fine. Or if you wanted to do the Brazilian lymphatic, you can. I wouldn't suggest it. I think you want to kind of give your body you're getting ready for surgery, so you want to kind of take it easy on your body. Brazilian lymphatic is going to be a little bit more intense than, it's a totally different session. So I think that's kind of it for Vater method. Super light pressure, kind of went over everybody who should be getting it. If you're looking more for body contouring, if you have bloat, like general bloat, like you just feel blah, it's great for women. If you're, I wouldn't say don't get it if you're like getting your period in a couple days. I'd say wait a few days and then you could get it, because any results that you get from the Brazilian lymphatic, once you start to get like your period bloat, it's not gonna help anything. So Brazilian lymphatic, it's you still get all of the benefits from the regular traditional lymphatic, but you also get some body contouring. But it's totally different. If there's an area where I feel that you have fluid buildup, then I will do lighter pressure in those areas, because again, your lymphatic system is close to the surface. You want to make sure that you're not going too deep, because you need to get the fluid. So I will sometimes go a little bit lighter in those areas to kind of move the fluid, and then I go in with the Brazilian lymphatic techniques that are a little bit more intense, but it should never be painful. A lot of times I get people who come in that get Brazilian lymphatic, or they've heard from their friends who get Brazilian lymphatic, and they're like, yeah, they say it's really intense, and it should not be very intense. You should not be getting bruised from Brazilian lymphatic drainage. Do I use wood tools? Sometimes. I do have my wood tools. I have, all my stuff for the body contouring part of Brazilian lymphatic, but not everybody can get wood tools. Like if you have loose skin, you don't want me running this on your loose skin. It's gonna hurt. It's not gonna be effective. So make sure that if you're getting body contouring, that you're going to a therapist that knows what they're doing. Not everybody who does Brazilian lymphatic is a massage therapist. Some people just do body contouring. But as a massage therapist, you're used to feeling the tissues. You know what healthy tissue feels like. You know what fluid feels like. Especially if you're trained in the Vater method. Like if you're not a massage therapist, you shouldn't, or a PT, or someone who's licensed, you shouldn't technically be doing Vater method lymphatic drainage. unless, again, like PTs or anybody who's licensed for something like that, that's fine. But if you're going to some body contourist that is whipping out tools, they don't always know what fluid feels like. And if you're just constantly, if I feel that there's a lot of fluid and I just get out a tool and I just start going at it, that's not getting rid of the fluid. It's going to cause more inflammation. The whole purpose of Brazilian lymphatic is, well, not the whole purpose, but one of the purposes is to help like reduce inflammation, and fluid is usually a sign of inflammation. And so if you already have fluid there and now I'm going at it with this without doing any lymphatic drainage, well, now what's going to happen? Now it's going to be more inflamed. Now you're going to have more fluid, and it did nothing. So you shouldn't be getting bruised from Brazilian lymphatic. These tools should not bruise you. If you bruise easily, sure, then maybe you will get bruised, but then you need to tell me that you bruise easily and I won't use these tools. Like, but these are not meant to be like added a ton of pressure with. That's why they have the different contours that they have, is because they do different things. And it's really just made to, yeah, you apply a little bit of pressure, but you shouldn't be adding a ton of pressure where you're bruising people. So, but Brazilian lymphatic, it's great for, if you have a wedding coming up, or if you have something coming up and you kind of just want to get rid of some of the bloat and kind of just want a little bit more shape, Brazilian lymphatic is great. Please keep in mind, do not come for Brazilian lymphatic or even a regular massage after going like for a spray tan. So many times people are getting ready to go on vacation, they go for their spray tan, and then they come here for Brazilian lymphatic. And it's like, I don't want to mess up your spray tan. Like I use oils, and that's another thing. Brazilian lymphatic, you use oil or some type of lubricant. With traditional Vata method, there is not lubricant. Sometimes, depending on the person's skin, I might need something, but the whole purpose is to be able to grip and move that skin, and you can't do that if you're sliding on oil. So that's another thing to remember. But please don't come after going spray tanning. Come for this first and then do your spray tan. Also remember, if you're going to be going on a plane, if you're coming and then you're going on a plane, I would say do a couple sessions leading up to the day before you're going on vacation, because the pressure in the cabin of the plane will sometimes cause swelling. My clients who have chronic lymphedema know that they are prepared when they're getting ready to go on the plane that they might start to swell. So if you are coming before vacation, again, I would do a couple sessions leading up to going on vacation, because if you just do one session the day before you leave for vacation, you might not get those results that you're looking for vacation. So I'd say probably do 3 sessions in the week leading up to vacation, as well as making sure you're having eating clean, drinking lots of water, detox teas, things like that, just so you enhance your results a little bit more. And then another thing you could do also, if you have any compression garments like Skims or anything like that, wear those on the plane. So that way, when the air pressure does come, it can't expand too much, because you have something controlling that expansion. So, but yeah, Brazilian lymphatic is great. I have clients who come every week for Brazilian lymphatic. I have some clients who come every 2 weeks for Brazilian lymphatic. And then I have clients that just come once a month. So optimally, you want to come as often as possible. If you're coming every week for Brazilian lymphatic, you're going to feel great. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to see the difference. So just keep that in mind. Consistency is key with lymphatic drainage. Vata method lymphatic drainage, Brazilian lymphatic drainage, self-care is key in between your sessions. If you're coming once a week for Brazilian lymphatic, your self-care is more just kind of watching what you're eating. Don't drink a lot of alcohol. It's up to you guys, whatever you want to do, but you're not supposed to be drinking a lot of alcohol. But If you're coming once a week, you're pretty good. If you're only coming once a month, well, then your self-care game has to be a little bit better, because in order for you to maintain your results longer and get more results, the next time you come, you have to be doing self-care. If you're coming once a month, I always tell people it's like going for a facial and then not washing your face for a month, and then going back and being like, well, why didn't what you did work last time? Like I'm breaking out. Well, you didn't wash your face. So like, I don't know what to tell you. It's the same thing with lymphatic drainage. You have to keep on your self-care if you're gonna choose to come once every 2 weeks or once a month. I think that's kind of it. That's usually like the spiel that I give most people most of the time. Hopefully that answers some questions. But again, it's not going to answer everybody's questions. So if you have other questions, feel free. Reach out, text me, call me. Texting is usually the easiest. You can also just leave me a message. Sorry. You can also, there's like a little contact form at the bottom of the website. You can just put your contact information on there. There's a little chat button at the bottom if you want to chat with me. There's a million ways to get in touch with me. So if you have questions, please feel free to reach out. I love talking to people. As you can see, I can go on and on. So you're not bothering me by calling and asking me questions or texting me and asking questions. I want you to be as informed as possible when it comes to coming in for your sessions. So, I'm here if you need anything. So, thanks again for sticking with me through this, 17-minute video. So thanks again, and I will be making more videos soon. Have a great day.